Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the co-founder of Nyege Nyege, Debru.
Hey everybody. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming here tonight. Every year we wait for that moment, and then finally that moment gets there. The cameras turn on, and we tell you what's the story of this year's Nyege Nyege. I think this year we're trying to look back and we're trying to look forward. That means it's 10 years. We're trying to bring the best of what we've always done and really bring something new to where we think the festival is going. And I think some of the elements is that the festival is more than music. So this year we're going to have a focus on fashion. We have our friends for Kwetu Kwanza here. We've been running like really important projects around sustainable fashion. We have our friends from Matatu Stage, Patience, where are you? That are going to propose a film program. We're also going to inaugurate the first African electronic music conference. We're bringing 15 different collectives from Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, to basically come together and discuss the state of African electronic music on the continent and try and see how we can network, how we can work together. We're also promoting a program that we've been running for the last 3 months called Your Voice Be Heard. That's basically putting forward new voices in Ugandan music. Of course, we're going to have the traditional elements. Traditional music is very strong. We have literally, living treasures that are still alive today that we want Nyege Nyege to put to the forefront. We also thought about, the location. Of course, after COVID, we were in the same place for 5 years, and then after COVID, we had to change. We went to Itanda Falls. It wasn't working exactly, like we wanted it to be. It was too adventurous somehow. Some people really loved it, other people it was difficult. Then we went to the golf course in Jinja. That was also great, but some people told us, we're missing the adventure elements, so we took a few months to really see where to head next and where to find our home for the next, hopefully, 10 years. And that place is Kalagala Falls. It's the adventure capital of East Africa. And when the dam got built in Bujagadi, all the rafting, all the activities, all the action had to move to another place. And somehow we sort of forgot that, here in Uganda we have that place that does rafting, bungee, kayaking, horse riding, quad biking, name it. It all happens in that area. And as the Ministry of Tourism last year did an economic impact study on the festival, and they saw that it brings millions of dollars to the economy. And for us it's very important to make sure that wherever we move, we create exposure for our artists, we create businesses for the local community, and we really put Uganda on the map of international tourism destinations. And I think that's why it's very great that this year we have Ugandan Tourism Board on board, because there's a big sort of direction where Uganda is taking tourism beyond gorillas, beyond the park. We're talking about bird watching, we're talking about activities like adventure tourism. We're really talking about the party scene in Kampala and Uganda, and we want to advertise the country globally as a go-to destination for hospitality, for culture, for nature, and beyond. And so this year we are preparing the mother of all festivals for you. It's going to be an experience that will attract the whole world. We're so glad to have Trace TV on board. That's going to really amplify us in a lot of different markets. Of course, nothing could happen without Talent Africa bringing top-notch production. But this year, we want to surprise you once again. Every year people ask us, what do you got in store for us this year? Well, this year, you're going to be blown away. The festival you're going to see, it's really going to bring an experience that's never been seen before in Uganda, in East Africa, and I want to say worldwide. We're on the Kalagala Falls, the sacred Kalagala Falls, in the community of Kangurumiha with the best partners, and so expect the best festival, and I see you there.